Hey LinkedIn. Currently, I sit down and screen applications. And I read a lot these days about how recruiter behave and how bad, and that they're searching. There are so many open jobs, blah, blah, blah. But to be very honest, you are asking for accurate job ads, for fast feedbacks, for good communication, and so on. But then I see people applying on roles where they are no fit. I really care for having just relevant skills in my job ads to really ensure you understand what the job is about. But if you see there's a specific location mentioned, if you see there's a specific title mentioned, and the title is common in the market, and whenever you see a title like this, you know there's a qualification needed behind. And for example, a product manager is something different than a project manager. You know what I mean? When you apply on a product manager role and you are a project manager, you need to take time to explain why you are a fit to the role. And you have that option. We have pre-screening questions in place where we ask you, hey, explain, why do you feel you are a fit? And whenever you are obviously a non-fit by what is given in your CV, and you're not open to send an individualized CV, you should really take the chance in those pre-screening questions to explain why you are a fit, although it seems from your CV that you're not. Please be self-reflected, because otherwise you will get a rejection. Because I can't look behind your CV. And this is also GDPR and data policy, I have only the chance to have a look to see your CV. And if your CV is not explaining, and you are not explaining by using the pre-screening questions, I have no chance to understand why you are a fit. So please give me the chance to understand that, and please bring all relevant information that I need to screen your CV the right way. If you're not doing it, I have no chance to submit you to the hiring manager. This is my job. So please, what you ask the companies to do, to be very clear in job ads, very fast in communication, give feedbacks and so on, please, this is not a one-way road. Do that yourself as well. And yes, there's various titles in the market. So of course we can't judge on titles, but please help me to understand why you are a fit. And please take the time. If you are applying, you should take the time. Otherwise, you need to expect a rejection. That's the pure reality. And I really want you to understand that. This is essential. And I know that you might not apply just to one company, but this is up to you. Sorry to say. This is up to you. So whenever you're sending the same CV to each and every job and company, fine for me. If you're not taking the time to explain to that company why you are a fit to their very individual role, fine for me. But please then expect a rejection if it's not obvious that you're a fit. Of course, if it's obvious, you don't need to do anything and you can just say, hey, please have a look to my CV. But so many candidates are saying, screen my CV, have a look to my CV. And then I have a look to the CV and I think, you should have better answered my question in another way than have a look to my CV. Because having a look to your CV is not helping me to understand why you are a fit. And I'm sorry, I received, for example, for the product manager, data and AI, this is a very specific role. This is very niche, very unique. And of course, it's tough. But more than 600 people applied, and more than 600 people are straightly rejected. Why? Because they are not explaining why they are fit. They are applying to a product manager role, but they are service delivery manager, they are BI developer, they are project manager, they are program leads, but they are not explaining, and this is what we ask in these pre-screening questions, We are searching for, we are not searching for, please explain why you are a fit. Not to take your time to give an individual answer, not by AI, by your own words. This is something you should do, especially when the role is that niche and unique. Of course, we have great profiles applying and we had already interviews, but we see that the most people are not taking the time. And when I see then in parallel on LinkedIn the posts about, oh, I don't get the job and so many open roles in the market, but I don't make it, maybe this is a top tip for you. Take the time and explain. And yes, sometimes there might be a situation where you apply just because you have the feeling you need to do something and the perfect role is not available, so you apply on various ones and see what happens. Absolutely okay. This is what happened. Yeah, this is absolutely fine. But help the recruiter to understand why you think you are a fit, why you applied. Help me. I'm a human being. I'm not an AI. With the AI, you would have been rejected without thinking about you. I think about you and I always wonder, hey, why has that person applied and why haven't you taken the time to explain to me? There is room, there's space given exactly for that. But you're not using it. Why? I don't know. But if you're not doing that, I need to assume we are just one of thousands and maybe you have just applied to see what happened. And to be very honest, the obvious fit will be submitted to the hiring manager. So please help me to understand why you are a fit. And of course, also it's absolutely okay to say, you asked for D365 CRM sales knowledge. I don't have that, but I have this, and that. This is fine. We are asking for that specific knowledge and you say, maybe it's also okay to have just CRM knowledge. In our case, it's currently not, but could be an option and it's a try. So I can answer you, sorry, no, it's not enough, but thanks a lot for applying and maybe you are a fit for one of our other roles, maybe on customer facing side. So this is fine. This is absolutely great. But don't let me alone. Leave me alone with thinking about why you might be a perfect fit, because obviously your CV is not suiting our profile requirements. Okay? Thanks. It's not a one-way road. It's a partnering. It's on eye level. Help me to understand you. Cheers. Bye-bye.